In a small classroom, a quiet student kept filling his slate with numbers. Not answers from the lesson, but strange, beautiful patterns only he could see. While others solved basic arithmetic, he was already exploring formulas far beyond what anyone had taught him. He had no formal training, but the numbers spoke to him, like a language only he understood. His teacher noticed his strange calculations. They didn't match any known method. Curious, he decided to test the student. One day, the teacher gave him a difficult problem, something no student should be able to solve without years of advanced study. The student glanced at the board just once. Then, in seconds, he wrote the answer. Elegant, precise, and completely correct. The teacher was stunned. How could a boy without formal training do this? To make sure it wasn't luck, the teacher asked for another method. The student calmly produced one, even more efficient. The formulas weren't copied from any book. They were completely original. The teacher realized this was no ordinary student. This was someone who saw mathematics differently. At home, the student continued to work. He filled notebook after notebook with new ideas, infinite series, partition numbers, and strange equations that seemed to come from nowhere. He barely ate, barely slept. All he wanted was to understand what numbers were trying to tell him. He felt isolated. Few around him could understand his obsession. His pages looked chaotic, yet each line carried meaning, patterns connecting the infinite and the ordinary. The teacher visited one evening, curious about the notebooks. He realized these weren't random notes. They were deep, elegant, mathematical insights. But he also knew that, without recognition, such work might never reach the world. He encouraged the student to share his ideas, to let others see the brilliance he'd discovered. At first, the student hesitated. Who would listen to someone from a small town with no formal education? Finally, he gathered courage and sent a letter to a mathematician in England, enclosing a few of his equations. Thousands of miles away, a scholar received that letter and began reading. At first, he thought it was a joke. The equations seemed impossible, results only the greatest minds could attempt. But as he verified each one, shock turned to admiration. Whoever wrote these had an unmatched understanding of number theory. He immediately wrote back, asking the student to come work with him. The student's quiet brilliance was finally recognized. It was the beginning of a partnership that would change mathematics forever. Those notebooks would inspire generations of mathematicians. That student's name was Srinivasa Ramanujan, a self-taught genius whose discoveries still amaze mathematicians today.